Legion of Total War here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster battle. Playing as the Huntsmarshal Expedition going up against Top Knots. This is a pretty bad situation. So, looking at it straight away, if you only take into consideration of the balance of power, it might seem like, oh, it's not so bad. But what makes this one excruciatingly bad is the fact that he's been caught in force march, and that the garrison is coming in from the back of the enemy army, and is showing up in the jungle, which is far more advantageous for them than it is for us. And it's also on the low ground. It's basically the worst place on the map for it to show up. So basically, this is what happened. He was, this guy here, was besieging a settlement here. I don't know which one it is. And in order to reinforce the garrison, he sent Gotrek and Felix over there with some Regiment of Renown and force marched them over there. But what ended up happening, and this is very rare that you see the AI actually make a clever decision like this. He lifted the siege and then attacked Gotrek and forced the garrison to come out because I can't withdraw here. And the thing is, it would have been easier dealing with them in the city without Gotrek and Felix than on the field with Gotrek and Felix, because we have, it's just the tactical situation is excruciatingly bad. But I'll see what I can do, and who knows. The biggest problem here is that they've also got the level 5 condemned, so that's really good for greenskins because they need weapon strength. That just allows them to absolutely eat up melee infantry super quickly. It's one of the things that make the Huntsmarshal Expedition such a pain in the ass. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep these guys as far back as possible. No, not you. These guys as far back as possible. I totally expect that this army here is going to get wrecked. I mean, the only reason that he's recruited it is to save the city anyway. So we'll see what we can do there. We want to draw them in as much as possible. What I'm hoping for here is that the units, when they come in, I just have to hope that they stay hidden, just to begin with. Give us some time to draw their army out over here. And, I don't know, maybe get time to set up. Because we essentially need to set up here, because there is a terrible spot. We've got to get out of those fucking trees. So what I want to do here is try to lure them over this way. I think this guy, yeah, he was, there's a little bit there where they can detect us. Yeah. Alright, I may not get a choice. I might just actually have to draw them in over here. Might just have to fight here. It's a terrible place to fight, but we're not going to get a chance to charge in over here. They no longer detect us, but now they do because this guy here can't hide. I don't know. Oh god, Lustria is the worst place for the Empire to be. Absolute worst place. They're just not suited for jungle warfare. Just want to try get their forces over here. I know it's on normal unit scale, which is, you know, not particularly. Yeah, they're getting fucked up. It doesn't matter. Just get them over here. They're on force march. They're gonna fight like shit anyway. Just draw them out over here. They might now be taking this a bit more seriously. Here. It's definitely not good that we took the damage on that, but the problem is we're on force march and they got so much weapon strength, and I'm trying to focus on this because this is such a better army than that garbage. But the problem is, because there's so much melee infantry here, it's just such a huge disadvantage. Gotta get him out of this fucked position. And they're so goddamn slow in the fucking jungle. Looks like they just want to send the cavalry over here. Oh, they came back. Okay, that's good. Get rid of that.
Bring carnage. Handgunners. Detail infantry. No! For Heldenhammer.
Alright, so the plan kind of worked. Like, we managed to get our forces at least up here, which is better than nothing.
Ready to serve. Ready, sir.
We drew a good portion of their troops over here.
Bring it down. Gotrek.
So bounce power's a little bit in their favor, just a bit. Alright, we need a checkerboard formation.
Yes, sir. Quickly. Moving now. Handgunners. Shields up. Ready.
But yeah, they're taking this pretty seriously here.
All right, fire. Take the ground. The Empire endures.
I mean, I don't know why people play on normal unit scale, apart from that their computers are potatoes. That's the only reason I could think that anyone would play it on this unit scale.
My Galvaras. We are ready.
To fight two battles at once, which is a massive pain.
Fight for friends.
So the thing is, on when you're level 5 condemned, enemy cavalry actually become really powerful.
Missiles will fly. Shoot them. Yes, sir. Captain of the Empire. Missiles will fly.
Bounce power's not horrendous. I'm not going to call it a win just yet. Things could very easily go wrong.
Guides us. Ah! Stood. Yes, General.
Main thing here is just having the gunners just keep shooting.
Standing by for the Warhammer.
How's this one going? 4 kills. God damn piece of shit.
By Ulrich's wrath. Sigma preservers.
Don't let them get to the fucking gunners.
Taking position. Halberdiers. At speed.
We can't outrun them, so just gonna have to
Swordsman.
try and get over there.
For the
Massive bloody scramble just to try to stop them here.
By Galmaraz. Loaded, sir. Sigma commands. Fire.
Bounce power's in our favor, which is good, but that's we can still lose this. It's still a massive fucking mess.
Swordsman. Enraged. By Galmaraz. Emperor's might.
Try and pull this one out of combat there now.
The Empire endures.
Wish I could do something about this, but we're much better off taking on out the Savage Orc Biggins. Okay, if we can snipe the enemy general, that'll certainly help.
Sigma. Guide our fire. The Tattersall. Ready for war. Awaiting command. Withdraw. Cannons fire.
Ugh, stick up to the gunners.
Halberdiers.
We can't outrun them, so trying to put them on skirmish mode will not work.
Standing by.
Hopefully we've thinned them out enough now that actually Gotrek and Felix might actually be able to finish this off. Oh,
Jaeger.
damn, you need to be in combat constantly.
A sure thing. Die, green skin. Hail. Halberdiers, take the ground. Sigma, preserve us. Mortar.
They got to the mortars, but we can't outrun them. Our forces over here are just getting absolutely licked now.
Withdraw.
And now it's actually going to come down to
For war.
our forces here.
Battle.
Gotrek and Felix.
Die willingly.
I just have to hope we've done enough damage to them at this point.
Sir Franz! Sigma Corps! Cavalry, ready!
Alright, I would like Felix to... No, you stay back. I'd like Felix to get into combat here, but then have Gotrek just sort of stand back.
By Ulrich's Rock! Send us
Bouncer Power slipping away from us again.
Yes, General! Sigma guides us! For the comet! Ready! The end! Sword drawn! Go! Yes, General!
But all their cavalry is gone. If I get rid of all their missile units, I might be able to do it just with Gotrek's. Why do I keep calling them Gotrek's? Gotrek.
We await your orders! Withdraw!
Okay.
Sir! Sir!
Well, they're hidden. Well, not really.
Withdraw!
I don't know if they're going to shoot effectively from there.
Gotrek!
Yeah, so speed 36, speed 34. Well, we won't catch him. Is he shattered? No.
If I must, to battle!
We'll hold our position here, wait for them to attack.
Jaeger!
Just can't do anything about that. It certainly would be good if we could kill him. That'll get rid of the condemned leadership bonuses that they get. Okay, he's rallying. We just need one more hit on him, and we can kill him.
Move! Conditions acceptable!
Ugh, it's a terrible place.
Battle! Sigma preserve!
Yeah, they're probably just going to break it straight away again.
My axe bursts! Jaeger!
Yeah, okay, so he's gone. It certainly would be good if we could kill him, but we've got nothing that can catch up to him. Alright, so now it's all up to these guys here. Now, Gotrek will actually heal quite quickly because it's only on normal unit scale. Okay, you're still alive. You just stay there. You're going to be of no oh, never mind. They're hot on your trail. Bouncer Power's still in our favor, just a tiny little bit. They did just have their Lord flee, which might cause some of their other units here to run. So yeah, the garrison's been beaten. That was like the worst place ever to show up from. Still, I think they've done just enough damage that we can get the win here. Maybe. Of course, I'll need Gotrek close by so that he can get healed, but I don't want him in combat. We want to try to get them as healed as possible. They've only got a few shots left. I wouldn't worry about that too much. And Felix is anti-infantry. Alright, no, they've still got a little bit of ammo left. Needs to be close enough that he can get regeneration bonus from Felix. He doesn't have to be in melee. Okay, there we go.
Moving out! Show us the foe! Gotrek!
Oop. Oh god, they are absolutely wrecking Gotrek's. They still have that leadership penalty? No. That's why it would have been better to kill him, but it looks like we might be okay. Every little hit point counts.
Gotrek! Feel my axe!
Keep them all together. That'll keep Gotrek relatively safe. And still be able to keep him in the fight. And I think there's the army losses. There we go. Yeah, so that's a rough one for sure, but we got through it. I'm really not sure how I could have done that one much better, apart from maybe not having the Reichsguard getting attacked at the start there. But like I said, I had to draw them in somehow. If I had just camped at the back, they probably would have just rushed straight at the other army. And these guys here were able to tank all the cavalry, and so the other army only had to deal with the infantry. Using up more of the ammo would have been good, but like I said, they just plow right through our lines super quickly. Yeah, that's to be expected. But the good news is that you'll get 1 turn of replenishment on your garrison and on Gotrek and Felix here, and that army there probably won't. So unless they've got another army nearby, your city should be safe. And that's what we're here for anyway, to save the city. No units got wiped out. Not that that really matters, because they're all bloody cowards. But they also didn't gain any experience.
Dismiss the useless cattle.
Probably use some extra money. Oh yeah, you've also got this coming in over here. Which is probably going to target the city. You can't win this, but if you auto-resolve it, the garrison will get wiped out, so... Alright. What we'll do here, we have to fight it manually, suffer the army loss penalty, and hope that they... I don't think that they can actually, besiege the settlement, assault the settlement straight away, because they don't have a siege attacker in the army. But there is 0 chance of winning here. And even if the previous battle had been fought absolutely perfectly, which we didn't, we wouldn't be able to win this. Because you're not going to get out of that previous battle taking no casualties. It's just not possible. Didn't have any magic, didn't really have any particularly powerful units. Just wasn't possible. Not with all the bonuses that they're getting. Just can't do anything about this, really. All we can hope to do is send them in and hope that they drop the bombs on their own units. I guess one of the good things, though, is that these guys are already unbreakable, so... yeah, I don't know. There's nothing we can do. Because I did see that there's another army, at least close by. Let's see if they're able to lift the siege. You gotta be really careful with the Huntsmarshal Expedition campaign. Not to trigger this too often. But at the same time, it just triggers just by playing the damn game. It's super frustrating. Happens all the bloody time. Hey, if we can get rid of these Pterodon riders, that'd be good. Try to eliminate the whole unit. Well, just one left and only 192 health. You can do it. Because they're just a big nuisance. They're not super dangerous unit, they're just a nuisance. And getting rid of them will just make next battle a little bit easier. So what's going on over here? What are they doing? I think we wiped out one of their units. But I reckon the army loss penalty will be any moment now. And that's another problem with dealing with these guys. They don't suffer the army loss penalty. Because they're all unbreakable. Oh, no, it didn't. It just ran back over here. Yeah, and you have to kill all of them if you want to wipe the unit out. I don't think they're going to get replenishment, though. Oh, another problem. Oh, my God. I just realized. Another problem. Oh, no, because our captain didn't die, the garrison should still exist. But because they were already at, like, below... not sure. A lot of them are going to get wiped out. There's nothing we could do about that battle, though. Whew. Okay. What are they doing? Alright, so the settlement will actually get a little bit of time to replenish. Okay, and you know, losing Gotrek and Felix is not that big a deal. Okay, that's cool. And hostility's gone away. Good, that means dealing with them's not so bad. So, I would not use this army against this. What I would do here... Oh god, fucking Lostria, man. Ideally, you'd want to finish that off. Do they have any settlements? They do, yeah. So they'll just regenerate it. But look, that particular situation there was saved. It doesn't matter about the army. What's most important there is to see. So it's a tier 4 settlement with a tier 3 garrison. Cool, cool, cool. And you're probably making a little bit more money after losing it. I'd say... Hang on, let me have a look at the garrison. They'll come in, probably at a bad angle, but you might actually be able to win that if you also recruit a lord here and attach this hero in there. I reckon you could potentially win it, because this isn't a terrible army. It just depends on the terrain as well. But I'll let you handle that, because that was the situation I was contracted to solve. And although, you know, I'm not going to give myself top marks for it, at least we did solve it. Because otherwise, this guy here would have just blown up the city. Anyway, that's the end of this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, fuckers.